Here with more, Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Dan Patrick, along with Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Ken, I'm going to start with you on the legal side of this. My understanding is there is no specific Texas state law governing congressional redistricting, nor is there any federal law. Am I right on the law?
You've got it exactly right. The Texas legislature can do whatever they want as long as it's not racially biased.
All right, it's that simple. All right, Dan Patrick, let's get your take on the. Dan, I listed every state. I gave the percentages of the vote that Republicans won. And then we show what percentage of representation they have in the state. It's usually far less than half. They have gerrymandered these states for a long period of time. They've gotten away with it. To me, this is just these are the rules they have written, and now they're complaining about the game that they started.
Yeah, Sean, and think of Massachusetts. There's not one Republican in Congress, and President Trump received almost 37% of the vote there. When you look at these numbers, I think eyeballs are popping out across America when Republicans see this, and probably even Democrats are saying, gee, we hid this for so long. Let's not talk about it. Here's the truth. I still have a quorum in the Texas Senate, and we will pass out the redistricting map next week. That's our legal right. That's what we are going to do because we are now in this fight, not just for Texas, but I think for taking the country back everywhere. Because when you look at the maps on election night on Fox, you always see the whole country is red, and you say, how can Congress be so close? Because they have been gerrymandering these states for decades, and it's embarrassing now. In Illinois, where the Democrats fled to, there's 17 congressional seats, 14 Democrats and 3 Republicans, and Donald Trump got over 40% of the vote. That's not right, and people know that's not right.
All right. Mr. Paxton, you're, again, the legal scholar here. Let's talk about the Democrats that have abandoned Austin, that have gone to Chicago. Governor Abbott has called for them to be arrested and one of them to be removed. What does the law in Texas allow for in terms of people that don't show up for work that are elected state reps?
So we have a Texas Supreme Court case that in 2021, the Supreme Court came down and said, absolutely, they can be arrested. So the challenge here is they go to liberal jurisdictions where we can't get help from law enforcement. So we have really very limited options. One is to wait, which several governors have done and just waited them out because eventually they have to come home. Or two, this core Winthrop motion that are filing that has been done by Abbott. We're going to file something very similar for more of the legislators to take them out of their office, remove them from office, since they are not showing up to do their job. This is a new thing. It's never been tried before, but we think it has a very good possibility of being successful.
Dan Patrick, do you see that unfolding that way?
I do see it unfolding that way. Support Ken Paxton, support Greg Abbott, of course, and their focus on the legal side of this. As president of the Texas Senate, we're going to power through this. We have 17 other bills on the call, Sean, besides redistricting. Number one priority for us is the flooding bill. And I just have a question for all these Democrats who are left. Are you actually in the House going to stay out so that the bills on flooding fail? Is that what the Democrats are going to do in Texas? Shame on them if that's what they do. In the Texas Senate, we're going to pass out flooding. We're going to pass out redistricting next week. We're going to pass out our agenda. We're going to move it forward and working with the Speaker. Whether it's this month, our special session is 30 days. It ends in 2 weeks. We're halfway through. We're either going to do it now, we're going to do it in later August, we're going to do it in September, we're going to do it in October. Whatever it takes, Sean, whatever it takes, we're going to get it done. There's nothing they can do to stop us. And I challenge them. Come back and do the right thing. Don't run and hide because you've lost touch with the voters. Their problem are not redistricting lines. Their problem, Sean, is they've lost the minds of their voters who are moving towards the Republican Party all over the country. We're a red state. We deserve more representation.
All right, Dan Patrick, Ken Paxton, thank you both. We'll watch this unfold in the days, weeks to come. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.